Hi and welcome to my channel. Please click subscribe because it will really encourage me to do more videos for us, and also if you click the like button, it shows YouTube that the video has been liked and that helps to promote it a little bit to other people. We've covered a lot of subjects so far, and I will be going to make playlists to do with OCD, Tourette's, high function autism, Asperger's, whatever you want to call it, so that we can start to do some little lessons and things that will help us hopefully. But today I'm going to continue on with my interesting weekend Christmas theme, which is diet. And I've been reading a lot about the different foods that are apparently not as good as we thought they were for us. I'm going to cut down on fizzy drink and sugar. That's my main thing. And I'm going to report back to let you know how that goes, and if that does stop intrusive thoughts and other mental problems that I struggle with. I'm going to talk today about Diet Coke. Now, you always assume Diet Coke's okay, because it's like got no calories or no sugar or whatever. So, but there's something in it, isn't there? I've even started drinking this, good orange juice, in the hope of weaning myself off of lovely Diet Coke, which is really nice, isn't it? So, Diet Coke used to contain cocaine. 9 milligrams per glass apparently. Diet Coke is still made from cocoa leaves, and basically that's part of their secret ingredient. And is that possibly why it's still so addictive? Yes, it doesn't have the cocaine in it anymore, but are there trace elements of cocaine in it? And this de-cocainized Diet Coke, I wonder if there's still some addictive properties in it. But cocoa leaves do contain lots of other addictive properties, including nicotine apparently. The main thing that Diet Coke seems to contain is caffeine, and I've never really quite understood what caffeine is. I've never been bothered, to be honest, with those things. I've just drunk and eaten everything, as long as it's in pretty packaging and has nice adverts that make me feel good. Coca-Cola's official statement on caffeine is that it's just there for the taste of it. That's their slogan, isn't it? Just there for the taste of it. A science report that's readily available on the internet actually states that scientists doubt whether caffeine is used to enhance flavour, because it's very bitter tasting apparently. And out of all the subjects that were tested, no one could detect the caffeine. So they weren't able to taste it with their taste buds anyway. In fact, one scientist actually said that it would seem more likely that caffeine is included in food and drink types because it increases the reward value. And we've talked about this, haven't we? The reward, our brain, the chemicals, all that stuff that's released. So we've talked before about the reward feeling. This is the fundamental ingredient in our mentality and mental health for creating habits. And Diet Coke is sweetened with aspartame, and it signals no calories or energy. And that's how they get away with saying there's no sugar in it. Now, why this isn't sugar, and it's technically meant to be not addictive, there are lots of people making claims that they're having aspartame withdrawals, causing them headaches and lightheadedness and panic attacks, nausea. There's a whole list of things that people are credibly saying that they are suffering when they try to give up Diet Coke, and when they stop having so much. The advertising behind Diet Coke and Coca-Cola is immense. We've all seen it, we've grown up with it, and you watch it and it's fantastic. It makes you feel great. The people are all fit and beautiful, and it's not really an accurate portrayal of something that's healthy. And it was really interesting, you can watch it on the internet, when Ronaldo was interviewed on some football thing, and they put a bottle of Diet Coke next to his microphone, and he actually sat down and moved it deliberately out of shot, as almost to say, I'm not advertising this because it's crap, and there's no way he uses it in his diet. But they try to sort of make us think that athletes use it and it's a great thing to be seen to be having and to be drinking, and psychologically it makes you really believe. I think that lost billions of pounds off the Diet Coke shareholders, whatever, blah blah, loads of money they were lost because he moved it out of shot. The advertising spurs us on basically to have it again and again. As soon as we have something a couple times, we start to get this sort of like, oh, I like that, I'll have it again and again. It becomes part of our natural routine. And also there is a feel-good factor that when you go to the shop and you decide to choose diet, that actually it's kind of free of badness. If you have normal Coke, that's really bad. If you have diet, it's basically, you think you're tricking the system and you're having the healthy option. It's basically water that just tastes of Coke. No, it's not. So how much Diet Coke are we drinking? Well, the world is consuming 1.9 billion servings of this stuff each day. In 2012, Todd Putman, a former Diet Coke employee, I think he was quite high up in the chain of command there, turned into a whistleblower. And the things that he had to say about the aggressive stance and advertising campaigns that Coca-Cola used are very interesting. Coke's drive was to actually try and replace water with Coke. I don't think they're going to have it running out of the taps. Mind you, some people might like that. And to be honest with you, it's probably not far off, is it? Because how often do we actually drink tap water? Actually, I probably drink more Coke than tap water. Oh, I need to look at that. How much money do you think Coca-Cola make a year? If I was to say £4 billion, you would think, crikey, that's quite a serious industry. I can see why they are so obsessed about advertising and driving it and pushing it. But that's not true. They don't make £4 billion a year. They spend £4 billion on advertising. If it's so great and we love it and it's number one choice, blah, 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 why advertise it so much? You could probably do a lot of good with £4 billion, but that's what they're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's business and that's the way it works. But it does go to show that part of their strategy is to almost brainwash you into believing it's good. And you know it's true because we do think it's great. When you think of Diet Coke, you think, yeah, that will be nice. And you want it and it's refreshing. It does taste great. And they basically, the Coca-Cola strategy was they wanted to have Coca-Cola, within arm's reach of every single person. And it's not far off that, is it? Come on, Gordon, don't do that now on the camera. Now it's my new jumper. So I haven't really concluded that Diet Coke is bad for you. And I'm not saying it's bad for you. I am saying that we probably drink too much of it and we're probably not aware of exactly how much we do drink. And I'd like to hear what you have to say about things like this and what your comments are on them. But for the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to start to do some lessons and go for some CBT and ERP sessions and label them up so that we can follow them one by one and start to see if we can make a positive change in our mental health. Thank you again.